All right, so if you're in Catford, this is for you. We're going to do a practical run-through for one of those moments in life that is just super stressful. We're going to help you find the absolute perfect locksmith for whatever your situation is.
Just imagine it for a second. It's late, you're wiped out, and you have that sudden, horrible realization. Your keys are on the other side of the door. It is that sinking feeling, right? Doesn't matter if you're near Catford Broadway or chilling by Ladywell Fields, it's the worst. Yeah, in that moment, you don't just need a locksmith. You need a hero. You need someone who's reliable, who's going to get there fast, and who isn't going to totally drain your bank account. But with a few different options floating around, how do you pick the right one for your mission? Well, it really just comes down to what you need right this second. Is it all about getting the absolute lowest price? Or maybe it's about getting someone there as fast as humanly possible. Or maybe you just want someone who knows your street like the back of their hand. Let's dig in. So your decision is basically going to boil down to one of three things: price, speed, and location. Once you figure out which of those is your top priority, it'll point you straight to the best locksmith for the job. So let's meet three top contenders, and you'll see each one has a different specialty. First up, let's say your number one concern is your wallet. If that's you, let's take a look at the most cost-effective option you've got in the Catford area. And that brings us to Locksmith for London. Now, they do cover the whole city, but it's their pricing that really makes them a top choice right here in Catford. So what's their biggest selling point? Well, check this out. Their prices start from just £29. When you're in a pinch, just knowing you have an affordable option like that is a huge, huge plus. But here's the thing. It's not just about that low starting price. They are an MLA-accredited team. What that means is they've been vetted and approved by the Master Locksmith Association, which is a serious mark of quality in this business. Plus, with fully equipped vans and more than 15 years of experience, they're pretty much ready for anything. So when you put it all together, you're getting that low starting price combined with a reputation for being upfront, professional, and doing really good work. That's a pretty tough combination to beat. But hey, what if money isn't the biggest issue for you right now? What if you're stuck on your doorstep and every single minute feels like an hour? Well, then your priority is speed. For that, you're going to want to check out Lockcrafters Locksmith Catford. These guys are basically the go-to for a super fast response in the area. This is their headline feature, an emergency response within 30 minutes. When you're locked out, knowing that help is guaranteed to be there in less than half an hour, that is a massive relief. And they're smart about it too. They specialize in what's called non-destructive entry, which basically means they'll do everything they can to get you inside without messing up your lock or your door, which saves you more money down the line. They work with homes and businesses and are also known for having really honest, fair pricing. And what you hear again and again from their customers is that they're not just quick, they're also super helpful, and they really know their stuff. People talk about their reassuring approach, which can make a really stressful situation feel a whole lot calmer. Okay, but let's talk about a third scenario. What if what you really care about is hyper-local service? I'm talking about someone who really, really knows your specific neighborhood. If you're in the Bromley Road part of Catford, this next option might be your best bet. So for this, let's talk about Terry's All Locks. They are a real local staple for anyone who lives or works around the Bromley Road area. Now, what's really unique about these guys is their physical presence. They actually have a walk-in shop over near Crofton Park Station, which is incredibly convenient. But on top of that, they've got mobile engineers out on the road covering the wider Catford and Ladywell areas, so you still get prompt service and good value. And really, their whole reputation seems to be built on two things: clear communication and fair pricing. People just often comment on how helpful and straightforward they are, which, let's be honest, is exactly what you want when you're dealing with a lock problem. All right, so we've met our three main contenders, each with their own special skill, right? The budget-friendly choice, the speed demon, and the local pro. So how do you make that final call? Honestly, making the choice is pretty simple when you break it down like this. If your number one priority is the absolute lowest price, Locksmith for London is your go-to. If you need someone there like yesterday, then you call Lockcrafters for that 30-minute response. And if you're near Bromley Road and you value that true local expertise, Terry's All Locks is the one for you. See, at the end of the day, there's no single best locksmith for everyone. There's only the best locksmith for you in your situation right now.
It all comes down to whether your mission is all about the budget, the clock, or the location. And that leads me to one last really important question for you. Getting back inside your home is priority number one, of course. But once you are, how can you be sure you picked a trustworthy professional? Are you familiar with the warning signs that you might be dealing with a rogue locksmith? That's a really good question, and definitely something worth thinking about.